Wow, still very windy here on Driftwood Beach. We're talking 40 plus mile per hour wind gusts. You can feel it. Hopefully you can't hear it too badly, but hopefully you can see it in my footage, my B-roll, and my photos. But on this photo walk, I wanted to do something a little different, something I've done before at Arabian Mountain. I once shot only black and white photos for the whole shoot and B-roll included, and that's clearly what I'm doing here as well. So the reason I want to do that is give myself a little bit more variety, a little bit more of a theme, and really focus on my composition a little bit more, especially now that I've gone on a few walks at Driftwood Beach on this trip already. And it is middle of the day. It's like 4:30, 4:45 maybe at this point. So sun very much in the sky. We got like 3 hours left of sunlight in the day. So it's sort of going down. It's getting a little darker on that side, but not that much. I mean, it's still very much daytime. And so in black and white, I really need to focus on what's in the image even more than before, because I don't have color to help me differentiate what's in the image or, add any pop of character. The theme has to come out in black and white. The image itself has to fit in black and white because we don't want just big blobs of dark space next to big blobs of light space. We want it to make sense. And so I can do that by separating, my subject and the background, finding some contrast in the shadows and the light parts of the image, a few different things like that. Finding contrast, finding texture, finding just the different shapes to stick out and really accentuate what this location is and the theme of this windy kind of magical place at a high tide. The waves and the foam as they're breaking is almost overexposed, very, very bright, which allows me to really make a lot of contrast in the tree here that is framed nicely by different trees and different levels of foreground, but so dark on these wet branches. You can tell that they're wet because the other trees in the foreground aren't so dark. I think in this way, we're adding a lot of character and feeling and mood to this image with the waves and all the contrast. That's what you got to look for in images like this of nature in black and white. I think this is a great challenge for anybody. I'm doing it again because I enjoyed it so much the first time and I had such great success. It was a great way for me to revisit a place I've been to successfully and find out something new about it and something new about myself as a photographer. So that's what I'm trying again here at Jekyll Island, Driftwood Beach. I keep putting my back to the sun, so this keeps ruining the shot. As you can see, I have a hat that keeps flying away, but it is actually kind of being effective at blocking the sun when I'm wearing it. I really love in black and white when the sky is flat, but there's a lot of other like gray details breaking it up. It's like a crack almost. This is a version of that, but I also have a really strong foreground object framing these trees at the bottom right. And the trees in the background have this really nice gradient of grays, darker to lighter, that stick out so perfectly from the sky. And I think it's made to be more of a mystery that we're discovering because of the foreground object and how I framed that at the bottom right and bottom left of the image. You can really see the trees coming out and through, breaking in. I think that's very interesting for a black and white composition. At some point, I don't know if I got the sound because it's so windy, but I heard a big knee from a horse. Like, I thought it was some sort of alarm, and I turn around and there's a horse looking right at me. Wow, my hat just slapped me. That was crazy. So that kind of scared me, but I think I got a photo or two of the horse and the handler, I guess. And I've got my DIY protection for my camera since my lens isn't weatherproof and there is sand and stuff flying everywhere. This is how I have it set up with a koozie and a microfiber cloth rubber banded to it. Hopefully it's working. I have a UV filter on the front of the lens, which is kind of dirty. I keep cleaning it between my shoots, but I'm out here and I can't clean it now that I'm out here. I'd get dirty again right away, but shooting at like f2, f2.4, somewhere in there, and it's not really affecting the image too much like it has in other shoots, so that's a good thing. It can kind of affect the sharpness. Maybe in this situation I should just lean into that. So if I start seeing that, I'm going to start leaning into kind of a little bit more of a hazy feel with the black and white as well. I think this is a great challenge for anybody to take on. Try something different with photography. Give yourself a limitation, and sometimes limits widen what you are capable of. And that is what I'm hoping to achieve here. Anyway, with my hat flying in my face, hopefully you've enjoyed this video, this footage of Jekyll Island's Driftwood Beach, but all in black and white. Fun challenge. Maybe you'll take it on. Let me know in the comments as well what you think of my work on the challenge, but mainly, did you take on this challenge and how were your results? Come back to the video and let me know. And also subscribe to my channel for more content just like this, but also way different, but all about photography. And as well, you can check out my previous iteration of this challenge, the black and white photo challenge. I guess I don't remember what I called the video, but it was at Arabia Mountain, so check it out on my channel. I think that was one of my favorite videos to make, and I'm really happy with how that one turned out. So hopefully in the edit room, I'm happy with how this one turns out too. Anyway, I've been Tony King in the wind, about to fly away. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.